Hello, welcome back to my channels, my broken beauties. Some of the essential ingredients that I learned along the way that is very important for your relationship is learning each other's love language. If you haven't already, check out Dr. Gary Chapman's book about the 5 love language. And that was very important. I did not know that. I mean, it's obvious, no duh, that there's different ways to show love and different meaning, but little did you know that everybody has a different love language. So when you're showing your love language to somebody, someone may not be feeling loved because you're not doing their love language. You're not acting or performing their love language, and it's different. So it's like me speaking in a different language to you, and you don't speak that language, and you're just like, I don't understand, like that doesn't even make sense, or it just doesn't hit you on the spot, right? The first one is word of affirmation. The second one is acts of service. Third one is receiving gifts. The fourth one is quality time. And the last one is physical touch. Now, physical touch doesn't always have to be sexual, okay? It could just be like physically touching, comforting, like touch or brush against their hair, pat on the back, or just put your hand on top of their hand, stuff like that. So quality time is like really being present, being there in the moment, just like appreciating that moment with each other. I mean, everybody has a different quality time. They could be playing board game at home or be doing a date night out. I don't know. There's a lot of quality time that you can do out there. I mean, read a book or just garden together. Just like help each other like do chores and cook together. Eating dinner together. Just talking, connecting. And then receiving gifts. It's not like buying lavish, expensive, like high-end name brand stuff. It's more like giving gifts to them as knowing what they like and being like thinking it thoroughly, to just get them something like you don't have to break the bank. So for example, if you have a favorite candy bar and your spouse went to the gas station to go buy some cigarettes and they saw your candy bar, they took the time to think about you and say, oh yeah, my wife likes Snicker. So he buys a Snicker bar and he puts it in your lunch bag, and and then you like go to work and you're like, oh, how did I get a Snicker bar? And it'll just be like, oh yeah, my spouse thought of me. Oh my gosh. And maybe there might be a note, or maybe he might text you and let you know, like, hey babe, here's a Snicker bar for you. Enjoy, thank you for working so hard. Things like that, okay? And then, let's see here. Acts of service. So basically, acts of service is kind of like, for me, I mean, it's different for everybody, but for me, like acts of service, I like to give my man a massage. That makes me feel like I am catering to my man, and after he works hard, after a long day of work, and he has muscle pain and aches, I can also help him connect with himself, because we don't always have the opportunity of getting massage and connecting within ourselves, because you can feel it. You can feel the release of the chemical reaction when someone is massaging you from toe to head around there, or for most full body parts. So yeah, like that is another act of service. Or just like, cooking and cleaning and organizing his lunch bag. Like, there's so many things you could do, like organizing his car. I mean, that, something that he would like, or he would appreciate, okay? So that's acts of service. And then the last one is words of affirmation. I love words of affirmation. That is my main top love language. So you don't have to be like, oh, saying you're beautiful, you're so hot, you're so beautiful. Like, no, you don't need to say that, because of course we know that we're not going to always be beautiful. We're not going to always be at our prettiest. We're going to be waking up, you know, our eyeliner smudge. We probably have like, I don't know, a bad hair day, or we don't have makeup on, or we're just not well put together on some days. We're not feeling the best. We're sick. I don't know. So when you're doing word of affirmation is kind of like saying in words, or saying or typing or writing something to just kind of like send a message that's uplifting, loving, and supportive, and showing that that is how you feel about somebody. So taking the time to write out a love letter to explain like, hey, you know, thank you for sticking out through all these years. You are the best. You hold it down so well, you know, like things like that that are not superficial and cliche. Like you want something like very like meaningful, that doesn't have to be like too detailed and meaningful or hard. Just think of it like this: how would you feel about your significant other, and when you feel when they do certain things to you and make you feel warm and butterfly and nice and happy and uplifted and well taken care of, you can express them in words or verbally express it, or just text or write it out, even sing it out. I mean, you could just say, hey, you make me feel very warm, like inside. I love that about you. You know, you're so thoughtful or sweet when you do this. And I've learned along the way, because I mean, there's a free quiz, so if you haven't already, you should like check that out and take the free online quizzes. So it was pretty cool. Like I saw like what I scored the highest, what I scored the lowest, and what was my significant other's score. So it was pretty interesting and good to just learn each other's love language, because you are going to be a lifelong partnership. You're going to be, you know, each other's backbone. You're gonna, you know, be there for each other through the highest and the lowest moment of your life. And a lot of time, I feel like a lot of time people do want to have a successful relationship and marriage, but they don't know how to get there. And with the lack of tool and resource, and are not aware of what is available to them, they're not going to have that help that they probably just need enlightenment for their relationship. So yeah, so check out the Love Language book by Dr. Gary Chapman. I am not a licensed professional. I'm just telling y'all my experience and what I've learned along the way from, you know, reading books or listening to audiobooks, and, you know, just really like YouTubing cool information or listening to podcasts. So yeah, I hope that was very helpful. I mean, I was trying to be short and brief because I don't want to overdo it. And it takes time. It takes time to learn somebody's love language and learn each time as you go. There's going to be times where you are not getting it right away, or you're making mistakes here and there, but that's okay. You learn as you go. Nothing is perfect. And as long as you're willing to have the heart to learn and to love somebody and treat somebody well, then that's very good. That's like above and beyond already. That's a lot of effort. So just know that your love language and your attempts are not going to be perfect and on point. So don't get frustrated if it's not going to be, you know, right a few times before you get it right. Just to let you know, I know that it might be like, hey, I'm doing acts of service and that is their love language. Like, why isn't anything, you know, happening? I mean, communicate with your significant other. Communicate with them to see, you know, like you can kind of just do an experiment too, not like a game, but like an experiment where you can just kind of like do things and see if it's effective, and if it's not, then you move on to the next idea. I mean, there's so much things you can try. If you run out of ideas, I mean, ask your friends and family, or just YouTube it or Google, you know, how to express your love for somebody. And you don't have to overdo it, but I'm just saying but if you feel like it makes you feel happy loving somebody because, you know, your cup is full and you want to share that happiness and love, by all means, go ahead and do it. Have a great day. Thank you for watching my video, and hope this was helpful for you.